Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Gorilla Todd here. So first of all, typically I'd be on the midnight market at this time, but there's some severe weather that some of my comic brothers are dealing with and sisters and whatnot. So first thing I want to do is wish everybody a safe, safety and be careful because weather's no joke. Safe. It can definitely cause problems. I don't want anybody to have any problems. It's not worth it. But I figured I was in the chat, beforehand, and I mentioned I got picked up some new books and people were interested. So I figured I'd go jump on. See, I got a couple people watching right now. That's awesome. I figured I'd jump on and share some of the books and whatever. What's up, Cyborg Dad Mystery? Hey, Beta Ray Jim. Um, Thanks for coming by. So I'm just gonna share some of the books I got. What's up, Ruben Guzman? Um, so at least we can hang out and chit chat, about comics and whatnot. Even if we can't do the full on auction tonight. If anybody else comes by and if anybody wants to jump on with me, you're more than welcome to. Just hit me up, and if shoot me your email, I'll send you the link. You guys know you can get me at Gorilla Todd Comics at gmail.com. What's up, Don Dizzle? How you been, man? It's been a minute since I've seen you. Sometimes I do just miss you guys in the chat. Hey, the Gray Man. It's been a minute since I've talked to you too. Good to see you in the chat. Um, during the auction, there's so much going on. Sometimes I do miss big chunks of the chat, and I apologize for that. Um, so that's what's going on. So yeah, I'm just hoping everybody who's dealing with um, the severe weather is safe and sound and being protected and is taking care of their own. Hey, William Smallwood, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Wow, I'm pretty. I got to be honest with you guys. I've been gaining a lot of subscribers lately. I don't know, I'm over around 340 or so. And I know I started when I came back to YouTube and started working with Meta and doing the auctions. I mean, I maybe had just a little bit over 200. So in about 2 months, little over 2 months, I've jumped well over 100 subs. So I'm overwhelmed by the way I've been just embraced and treated by the community, by the other sellers, the other people that are usually on the panel, all of you guys and girls in the chat, that support us, that come out and support the auctions and just hang out, even if it's just hanging out and saying what's up. I've said it before and I'll keep saying it that to me the most valuable part of this whole experience is all the people I'm meeting. Because I'll tell you, I grew up one of those comic collectors who loved his comics, didn't know a lot of people, that collected them or that shared that same love for the comics. What's up, Southern Comic Geek? And so this whole community that we're kind of forming and is formed and is growing and evolving is, I feel like that kind of peer group. We all live in different parts of the world, the country, the world, so on and so forth. But we have this kind of passion for comics and the art form that I think is what drives this community, and that's what I think that separates this community, the comic book community, separate from other communities. Not to call any communities out. I just think, what's up, T Pain? I think our community is really at its foundation, forged on the basis of love of the art form, and I think that goes a long way into shaping the kind of people. No problem, Kevin. The auction actually got canceled tonight. Meta's dealing with some intense, severe weather, so I wish him safety and the best of luck. But thank you for stopping by. But we'll catch you next time, Kevin. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing, William. That the wind and the weather was really bad. I've been through my fair share of hurricanes back when I lived in Florida. And even when I lived up in New York, I had a hurricane or two. Hey, what's up, First Edition? Hey, I said if anybody wants to join me, just let me know and I'll send out the link. Um, I just got some books that I'm going to show off, nothing major, and then just chatting it up. But it's always good if somebody wants to join just to have the conversation. It's better than just hearing me talk. But anyway, let's see some books, right? That's what you want to see. So I was able to pick up a nice little run. What's up, Popeye? Good to see you in the chat. I picked up a nice run of Thundercats 1 through 10. These are all high grade books. I know it's getting tougher and tougher to find these old Star books, so I saw these and I grabbed them. I got one. Yep, I'm getting on it. Beta Ray 2. And you know what's funny? I've always seen 1s and 2s around for years and years in the dollar bins, but the later issues are tough to find. They're just not as common. 3, 4. You know how it goes. 5, 6. Got Chitara and Tigra. Lino. What's up, Shorty? Panthro and Lino. Some funky monster. I forget his name. Yeah, they were in nice shape, so I had to grab them. There he is. What's the little guy's name? I know he used to go Snarf. Snarf, was that his name? Snarf, Lino. And so it's 1 through 10 on those. Got that. And then I got a couple of, I don't know, just a couple of Doctor Strange issues. 61. Cool cover. I don't know who that's. FC. I'm not sure who did that cover. And then that is that's Leo Lola. Steve Leo Lola. That's a really cool cover. Dracula, I think, in Strange Fighting. So a couple of cool Doctor Strange books. Hey, Average Will. Yeah, Snarf. He used to say it like that. Copper Age Commandos. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah, what happened, Average Will, is Matt is dealing with some severe weather over in Illinois, Indiana, in the Midwest there, so he wasn't able to host the auction tonight. So just so we could all get together and have a little something. I figured let me go jump on and give her, just to say what's up and show some books. And just share a little bit. And we got, let's see, I got 4 assorted Daredevils, some cool David Mazzucchelli covers, one of my favorite Daredevil artists ever. 195, Daredevil fighting the police. What's up, Adrian? Good to see you in the chat. How you doing? Another Daredevil issue. This is 207, Hunted by Hydra. That one's inked by Bill Sienkiewicz. And here we have a John Byrne cover, 203. And then this one's a Mazzucchelli cover. Just classic Daredevil with Kingpin's arm around him. But if memory serves, that's not, I think it's Bullseye dressed up in the Daredevil outfit. But I might be getting my stories mixed up. I read these many, many years ago. And then I got one Captain America. This is one of those books I'll grab almost anytime I see it. Classic Mike Zeck cover, Cap vs. Deathlock. Awesome. Appreciate you popping in and saying what's up, Adrian. Yeah, and I'm not gonna host just because if those guys can't go on, I'm not gonna go on without them. We can wait a Wednesday. The world will still be here, hopefully. Um, yeah, this is 287. I always love these Mike Zeck cap covers with Deathlock. He has the other one where Deathlock's holding his gun, and you see Cap in the sights. Cool book. And then I got a couple of Simonson Thor issues, 342 with I think that's Balder on the cover. Pretty sure Balder on the cover, and then 344. There's 340. I think it's a 3-part Balder series story, and it's missing 343. So I'll have to, if I don't have it, I'll have to hunt it down. Okay, now we get into some, well, not necessarily cooler, but older books, because I think those are all pretty cool books. I mean, I love Zek covers. I love Simonson covers. I'll buy those all day, every day, at the right price, but let's see here. Let's start with, and what's interesting, these are raw graded books. They're raw graded by CBCS. You see they've got the CBCS uh, adhesion in the back. So this is a Journey into Mystery 110. They graded this as a 4.0. Pretty nice book. See the mighty Thor battling against the legions of Asgard, in which the desperate thunder god finds every hand against him. Nice Pieta cover. See the mysterious Mr. Hyde, the serpentine cobra, and the sinister Loki. Pretty awesome stuff. What's up, Jeff Schultz? I hope you're doing good, man. I think I sent you a message on IG. If you haven't had a chance, you might have responded. I've been busy all day. Today was a heck of a day. It's just one of those days, nothing that bad, but one of those days where you have a plan and then nothing works out the way you think. But it's okay. I got a Journey into Mystery 119. I love this cover. You got the Destroyer, you got Loki, you got Odin, you got Thor. This is another raw graded book. This is a 4.5. And you see the label CBCS. Let me see if I can get that to focus. $4.5, and they have their little holographic fixers, so that's a cool issue. And then here we got a 123. This is a pretty nice looking book. Again, they graded this one a 4.5. I don't know. It looks pretty nice to me. Try to play with my camera, see if I can get the glare. While the universe trembles. So dramatic. So Stan Lee had the dramatic line. So, it's always nice to grab 3 issues of for that price, sure. I know you're joking. Beta Ray, but we can talk. I'm sure we can work something out. This is another raw graded book. This is X-Men 244. It's a 9.0, the first appearance of Jubilee. Another one of those books I pick up whenever I can. If the price is right, the price is right. I don't know if I'm going to sell this or hang on to it. Pretty nice book. I mean, wonder what makes it a 9.0, in all honesty. It looks pretty darn clean. I bought this book just because I love this book, but I think I honestly have a higher grade copy. So I don't know. I might let this one go. I don't mind having 2 copies. This is Nick Fury Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. #1, that awesome Sorenko cover. This is one of those books I don't mind having 2 or 3 or 4 or 4 or 12 of, you know, so if I pick it up and I can hang on to it for a minute. But, you know, if somebody, if I get offers or whatever, or somebody's interested, I'll always entertain offers for the most part, especially if I have a copy of the book. I like to have more than one, but I don't have to have more than one. Now, this next one, this is one I have hunted for a while. And it came with like a certificate that says it's a pedigree book from the Rabbi collection, that it's from the original order, and it's Mr. Miracle #4. Bottom line, it's a really nice issue. Like, I can't disagree with the near mint minus. This is the first appearance of Big Barda, and I think it's the first Bronze Age Newsboy Legion. But the big deal is it's the first Big Barda. And I really wanted to get this book. Hey, Jess O'Kelly, how you doing? Jess, you know, I got a lot of books for you, you know, just ready to ship if you want them, but there's still room in your box. So just hit me up on IG and let me know what you want to do. No big deal. But yeah, I really wanted to get a copy of this book because I have a feeling they're going to do something with Mr. Miracle and Big Barda, and I really wanted to get my hands on one before it got too expensive. So I'm glad I picked this one up. And then I got, actually, this is kind of funny. I was looking for one issue of the Hulk, just an oddball issue, 440, because it completes this Ghosts of the Future storyline. And for some reason, I just wanted to reread it, and I had the first 4 issues, and I didn't have. I think your box is good, Popeye. I think you still got plenty of room, if that's what you're asking. You know what I mean? Just Popeye, remind me on IG, and I'll get you a more detailed answer. Off the top of my head, though, I believe you got some room. You're still good on room. So yeah, I bought a lot of Hulk books basically because I wanted this one issue, and so I got that, and I can read that story now. But a lot came with 445, 446, 442, a cool She-Hulk, Leonard Sampson cover, 443 with Rick Jones' granddaughter, a good little run, 444, Hulk fighting, an odd-looking Hulk fighting Cable, 447. Now, this is a pretty old-school Deodato Savage Hulk cover, pretty cool. And then 448, who could do this to the Hulk, another Deodato cover. Yeah, we definitely share some tastes. Bitter A. I can show you something really cool. Have you ever seen have I ever showed you guys any of my, I've showed it before on different shows, but let me know if you want to see any of my, I have some Walt Simonson sketches, and I have some other sketches I could pull out and show you. And then let's see. Well, I got some more stuff through like my collection source. Let's see, and this is upside down. Let's see, what do we have? Let's see, we've got. This is Hulk 340 basically redone by Shelby Robertson, and like a metallic print. It's pretty cool. These are big prints. I got that one. Shelby's I think a local artist. Here's a silk metallic print. Here's the same artist, X22. Joking about what? Yeah, they're pretty cool. Thank you guys. Oh wow, I got 16 people watching. So let's see, what do we have here? This is an original piece of art by an artist named Chad Henrich. Little Catwoman, black cat. Let's see. This is a print signed by George Perez. Let me get this one. Looking at his black and white work is pretty awesome. I mean, it looks awesome colored, but just seeing the inked version is pretty cool. Here's a cool Liefeld print of that redo of New Mutants 98. That's pretty cool. I think this is something Billy Bob Thornton was involved in. He told me he got signed by him. That doesn't knock my socks off. Here's a cool Vision print. This is pretty cool. Oh, this is pretty cool too. This is a double-sided. This is signed by George Perez. A print of the cover to Crisis 7. Pretty sure it's Crisis 7. And then, man, this is near and dear to my heart. This is Teen Titans. Teen Titans was one of my favorite series when I was a kid. I remember picking up the X-Men Teen Titans team-up book in a 7-Eleven when it came out, and I was like, and I read it, and it floored me. It made me a fan of the X-Men and the Teen Titans from that day on. This is pretty cool. Little sketch by Sam De La Rosa. Miles on the Into the Spider-Verse poster. This is cool. Print of Amazing Spider-Man 129 cover, first Punisher, signed by Jerry Conway. I might keep this one for sure to go, because I can put this, get this framed and put it with my 129. I would never want anybody to sign that book, but I don't mind having Jerry Conway's signature on something. Man, I don't know if you guys like Frank Cho. I love Frank Cho's art. There's a signed print. Let me try and bring this thing closer, so you can really see the detail. Well, I only say might be right because I never know what's gonna happen and what's gonna be, Okay. Let me figure out a better way to do this. Pull out all this loose stuff. Okay. This is a Batman print. This is by that same artist, Chad Henrich. Pretty cool. Daredevil print by Chad Henrich. I think this fellow that I got this from, he likes a certain amount of local artists, and it's cool to see that he has so much stuff because he really gives them a lot of support. Can't show that one. Here's a cool Spidey Hobgoblin. What's up, C Squared? Here's a Spidey Hobgoblin by John Romita Jr. signed. This one's pretty cool. John Romita Spidey tearing off the Spidey costume. Pretty wicked. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. That's cool. Oh, this is another one that this is one that I love. I think what was in this collection. I might actually want this one more than the Punisher one. Doctor Strange, signed by Frank Bruner. He's just one of those artists from the 70s. You know, I think Man-Thing and Doctor Strange. So that, yeah, that's just cool. It's like the little Alice in Wonderland reference with the caterpillar. Then I've got here. This is kind of cool too. You know, I don't know. There was a time where I was really a big fan of John Romita Jr. and then I kind of fell off because I just wasn't into what he was doing. But here he's redoing a classic scene from The Dark Knight Returns. I just feel like you can see more effort. How and where did I get such an amazing collection, C Squared? Listen, yeah, exactly, C Squared. I'm not a big John Romita Jr. fan, but it is cool. I've been collecting for almost 40 years, for easily over 35 years. So, but the truth is, honestly, most of the stuff I have, I can tell you, I basically started pretty much from scratch, probably about, I don't know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I don't know, comics and stuff like this. I've always had this uncanny ability that they kind of find me. Cool Joker print. Is this one signed? Yeah, it's right above the Joker. I think it really just comes down to like most people. Like, I don't hide the fact that I love comics. I really don't. There's a spinner rack behind me in my classroom with graphic novels. So like when people, this whole binder came from a collection. This whole binder was in a collection I got. But yeah, I do go to a lot of conventions. I'll show if we have time. I probably will. I'll show you some sketches I've picked up. I'll show you a couple. I'm not gonna go through a whole book because I've never showed this stuff. So here we have a Superman print with a reflection. Pretty cool. I'm not sure who this artist is, but this is pretty cool. Turtles, Batman, Harley Quinn. I lost track of it honestly, but I did like the premise of the Turtles teaming up with Batman. Random Riddler print. I don't know if this one's signed. This one's pretty cool. Captain America. I'll tell you what, if you like let me give somebody a shout out right now. If you like Golden Age Captain America stuff, look up Simon Comics on Instagram. He's got a 5-print set of. Oh, what's up, Thorough? Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely. I love sharing stuff with the community. Definitely. Good to see you in the chat, man. Awesome. Appreciate it, Thorough. Let's see. We got, oh, this is pretty cool. This is a pretty cool Tony Moore piece, the original artist on Walking Dead. I got something cooler by Tony Moore that I might get to showing you, but it's nothing special. This looks like, this says Vegas Comics. I don't know if this is a special group in Vegas or what, but you see all the women sitting around a blackjack table. I guess Venom's the dealer. Pretty funny. Okay, shoot. 3 water bottles on the desk. 2 that went over were capped. No longer a threat. Yeah, man, Beta Ray, you deserve a shout out. I know. I gave you a message. You know how I feel, but man, talk about knocking it out of the park with your first couple of videos. I can't wait to see more, man. You put out some really slick, well done content, man. Much respect, Beta Ray Jim. I know I said it to you one-on-one, but I'll say it publicly so everybody can hear me live and on the rewind. Here we got, looks like a Joker print. I don't know. I got to find out who this is signed by. Oh, great. It looks like Capullo and Nico. That's pretty cool. This one's pretty cool. A lot of guys, obviously, a lot of artists were in, and just readers read, hey, Jellyfingers, I've read, Dark Knight Returns. So you get a lot of people that, obviously were inspired by Dark Knight Returns, so they redo a lot of the artwork and the scenes. What am I pulling out? Okay, we got an Archie print. Pop's Chocolate Shop. Little Black Panther action. Okay, almost a few pages now. Here's a little kick-ass action signed by John Romita Jr. I remember when Kick-Ass first came out. I definitely enjoyed it back in the day. Okay, here's a Liefeld Deadpool print. Get back in the book. This one's pretty cool. This is kind of old school to me. Carnage and Spidey, signed by Randy Emberlin. He's the inker. He inked a lot of Mark Bagley's pencils. That's pretty cool. Slide back in. Paper's not cooperating with me. Got a Tony Moore zombie Godfather type print. If you think these need frames, wait till you see what I pull out of the next book. Let's see. There's some Tony Moore prints, nothing crazy. I think that's about it in this book. Yeah. Now, honestly and truly, if you think that stuff should be in a frame. Just going to show you a couple things here. Oh. Red Sonja's always been a favorite character of mine. So I got a sketch from Andy Smith. Yeah. Just a cool pencil sketch. Nothing crazy. I think I got that back at Heroes Con back in like 06 or 07. That's a Batgirl sketch by Amanda Connor. She kind of did her own little take on the Batgirl costume. It's sturdy. It's paper. Don't worry. Nah, I'm not a glove guy. The latex irritates my skin. You like this one, Jim? John Paul Leon, Thor. He did Universe X or Marvel's X. Nice stuff. Don't worry, I lift the plastic up. It's these good books. They're archival safe. They're all good. They're all good. Here's one of my favorite sketches. This is my Arthur Adams Bizarro. I waited online for 5 hours for this sketch. And he wrote, "Not for Todd." I was like, that's awesome. Don't go on eBay. Stay with me. I'll show you it for free. Everybody loves Usagi Yojimbo, right? Okay. Here's my first Walt Simonson sketch. Manhunter. I tell you, if you haven't read the Manhunter that Archie Goodwin and Walt Simonson did as a backup feature in Detective Comics, they've collected it in a number of different editions. It is honestly one of the best. Yep, First one. It's honestly one of the best episodic, written in episodes, episodic forms of like comic book storytelling ever done, in my humble opinion. Here's another Simonson, the old Odin son himself, Thunder God, Thor. This was especially cool. I got to hang out with Walt for a couple hours at a show and just pick his brain and talk to him. And he didn't chase me away. This is one I'm happy I grabbed. You guys remember the artist Mike Waringo? I got this at HeroesCon one year. Awesome Thing sketch. Wait. These are originals, Will. These aren't prints. These are all hand-drawn originals now. We're in the original book. Just to be clear. This is probably one of my prized pieces from my original art collection. My James O'Barr Crow sketch. Sometimes you cons are funny. Like sometimes you go with your heart set on meeting a certain artist or getting a certain book. Hey Slim. And you get your heart set on it and it doesn't happen. But then sometimes, like with this Crow sketch, I'd always liked the Crow. I wasn't even thinking about trying to track down James O'Barr. And I'm walking around HeroesCon one year, and I look over to my left, and I see James O'Barr, and he's sitting there, and he looks like he's bored. So I look at him like, hey, Mr. O'Barr, you got any time to do sketches, or are you all full? And he's like, I can do a head sketch. And it was like less than $100, and I was like, absolutely, done. Let's do it. I don't know if the opportunity will ever come again. Let's see. Okay, I don't show this one too often, but for you guys, this is my Josie and the Pussycats by Phil Noto. I don't know why her one slipper doesn't have any dots on it. I might have to bring this back to Phil at a show and ask him that. See Valerie's 1 foot, no leopard spots. Maybe he rushed and forgot. This one's cool. I got this one from Don Rosa. He did a lot of the Donald Duck stories. And here's you guys remember for a while Sergio Cariello was on Lone Ranger for a while. He's out of Florida, so I used to see him all the time at shows, so I have a couple of pieces from him. Here's a Lone Ranger. I think I have a Batman 2 at some point. Well, speaking of Sergio Cariello and Batman, I'll show you that. Yeah, trust me, I have a plan, Beta Ray. I mean, right now it's like I'm have an opportunity to stay, at my aunt's and save some money. And when I'm at, a little bit down the road, I'll probably try and get my own place, and then you'll see the the surroundings will suddenly change from boxes to. I have tons of statues too in my storage unit. I mean, I must have at least, I don't know, 10, 15, maybe 20. I mean, if you count like minibus and statues, yeah, I definitely have at least 20. So good. Oh, this is cool. You guys know Mike Perkins. He did the Lois Lane series. I got him to do Deathlock for me, and then he ended up doing a Deathlock series. It was kind of funny. So yeah, that's what it's kind of been for me, Jim. You know, it was never. I never really had that steady of a place, so I never really. I never really took the time to really get it all framed and set up. Yeah, he's done a bunch of things, Mike Perkins. I think I've been keeping up with the chat. Yeah, I bet a lot of you would have fun just going through my books and statues, and I still have posters from when I was a kid. I haven't got I had yeah, I want to do my best. When I had the Mike Zeck poster for Deathlock the Terminator. Not Deathstroke the Terminator. I've been talking about Deathlock, Deathstroke the Terminator. I had that poster in my room, and I just never threw out the poster. You know, it's got holes from thumbtacks and tape and all this, but I had him sign it when I met him at Heroes Con. It was funny. I never met him, one of my favorite artists, so I had a chance to go to Heroes Con last summer, so I did. Basically, with the goal of meeting Mike Zeck, and I got him to sign some stuff, and it was nice to meet him. And freaking, I moved to Vegas, and then like 2 months later, he's at Torpedo Comics. 2 or 3 months later. So, but it was cool to see him again. I got some more stuff signed, and then I just like, yeah, I have a statue. When I say statues, I don't have. I have what I have is back in the probably early 2000s when Randy Bowen was making Marvel statues. I was into like early on. I was into them. Like I have like the first Spider-Man one and Daredevil and Punisher and I think either Elektra or Black Widow, something like that. You got Black Knight. I have the Dark Knight Returns statue with Batman and Carrie Kelly, and I have the Flash of Two Worlds statue. And I have a bunch of mini busts. I don't even know who or what. And then I think I have like some more. I have more like Nightwing and Batman and Harley Quinn, stuff like that. What am I forgetting? I have a Grendel Prime statue that's signed by Matt Wagner. That's pretty cool. I only have one. This is one of I have the Iron Fist one here in my room. I got this one because I had this way back when, and I had sold it because I got like a good amount of money for it. But it was one of those things I was like, gosh, I wish I didn't sell that. I wish I still had that. Because I don't care about regardless of the show, Iron Fist has always been one of the characters I liked. And I picked this up at Heroes Con for like $35. So I was like, absolutely, give me that. Got it dusted a little bit. But that's really the only statue I have with me now. But I don't know if I've showed this off. This is lying around. I got a real nice Journey in the Mystery 125. This is the last issue of Journey into Mystery before it becomes Thor 126 with the classic Thor Hercules cover. I'm sure you give this another look. This is a McGilla Gorilla comic from 1965. Really nice shape. Thanks, Slim. Jellyfingers, I think I have some books for you. Hit me up on IG so we can, make it. Let me know what you want to do. I feel like I'm neglecting you guys, but I don't know if I know how to find you on IG sometimes. Whatever the case might be, but definitely hit me up. No pressure, nothing. No big deal. Okay, two more things I'll show you that I've picked up recently. You might have seen, you might not have seen. I picked up a nice, I actually got this from First Edition Comics, a nice Adventure into Fear 19 with the Man Thing. This happens to be the first appearance of Howard the Duck. So, as a Howard fan, that's cool. Thank you, Jellyfingers. As a Howard fan, you can't not have his first appearance. So as soon as I had the opportunity, I jumped on that. And then another book I got from First, Shock Suspense Stories. Number 3. Shock Suspense number 3. This is, I believe, a Jack Davis cover. Awesome stuff. This is where I think I'm headed with a lot of my collecting, is these EC books and into some Golden Age stuff. Let me see. Did I show you guys my new turtle books? I got some new turtles. I might have showed them, I might not. Give me a second, I'll pull them out. And that'll probably be the end. I think I've got them handy. So I got a second print of number 2. Pick this out. Second print of number 2 with the nice wraparound cover, the reflection of the turtles in the shredder. This one was special to me because this is the first issue of the turtles that I saw on the stands. I remember walking into my LCS, which was called the Comic Cottage. It was in Long Beach, New York, and I saw this on a table, and it captured my imagination. It grabbed me, and I picked it up, and I was a turtle fan from there on out. So I just picked up the number 2, and I had 1 through 4 of the magazines at one point. Not the first prints, but I might have had a third or a fourth print on number 1. I think I had a second print on number 2. And a first print on 3 and 4. Okay, and then here is the number 4. This is a first print. Both of them were 9/4. I always loved that team shot because you could actually see the turtles clearly, and I was always obsessed with drawing them. So this let me really see the group with all the detail, and then it's got the wraparound cover beating up the robots, as it were. So that was a good little stroll through my collection. I showed you some recent pickups, some more recent books, modern books. Got some Silver Age in there, some Bronze Age, some slabs, some prints, some art. Wow, we've been on an hour. I've been on an hour already, and I still have 10 people watching. Amazing, amazing. Um, hey Amy, I don't know if I said hello, but if you're still here, hey Amy, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Um, oh, you're welcome, Better. It's my pleasure. Um, you know, I'll I'll get to your level one of these days in terms of presentation. I like it. I really do. It like, I appreciate that you guys like are so kind when you talk about like my collection and what I have. But the fact is, I want to grow too as a collector and as a content creator. I don't want to just, you know, be on day 100 what I was on day one. I just want to grow. That's all. Um, I don't put pressure on myself. I don't, it's a hobby. I do this for the, sheer love of it. It really is a labor of love. I do it because I want to and I love it, and I really enjoy the connections and the people in the community. Um, it's definitely that's where it really becomes worthwhile and meaningful to me. Um, so I don't know if anybody's got any questions or anything. Otherwise, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm getting kind of tired. Um, yeah, thanks. Definitely, Slim. You're welcome, and definitely have a good night. Beta Ray, yeah, the camera was a big step. Um, I think I have a mic coming. I think I do. Um, no, I have a job. I have a career. That's my work. I do that. I love what I do too. So there's the old saying, "Do what you love, and you'll never work a day in your life." I feel kind of lucky in that sense because being in education is something I truly do love, and I do. I can't even put it really into words. I'm stumbling over my words because it so kind of overwhelms me. Um, so yeah, I'm not Oregon. I'm doing this because I love it. I enjoy it. This is fun hanging. I appreciate that you guys enjoy seeing my stuff. I always love seeing people's collections because every collection's a little different. Everybody has their own, I don't know, quality and characteristics. Um, I appreciate that, Amy. Um, I do. It's how I am about as a teacher. It's how I am as a comic collector. I put people first, and everything else is second. And I love the art and I love the stories, and that's really the driving force. And I love connecting with people. I love meeting other collectors and other comic book fans. Hopefully, and I sincerely hope that when there's a return and we have conventions again, I have an opportunity to meet some of you and to meet other people I've connected with on this journey. I know a lot of you know different members have hooked up and gone hunting and looked for books, and I just think that's really cool. Yeah, I hear you, Jellyfingers. That's cool, man. I mean, in all honesty, I'm able to like I'm a big believer in collect what you love and collect how you want to collect. There's no wrong way, and anybody who tells you there's a wrong way, I wouldn't pay them much mind. Um, yeah, that's up in the Northwest, right, Oregon? Because I'm in Vegas, so that's like kind of reasonable. I mean, heck, anywhere is reasonable. Um, it's just a matter of when they start happening again. But yeah, definitely, Amy. I'm a big believer in collect what you love. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if everybody thinks the book you love is junk. That doesn't matter. It's what you love. Um, it's that's all that matters to me. Yeah, Seattle, Portland. Yeah, I'll definitely make it up there one of these days. I would definitely. I've never been to that part of the country, so right there, that's a reason. And then a comic convention is like whipped cream on top of the sundae. Um, but yeah, that's a good final thought, I think. Philosophies on collecting. Collect what you love. You know, don't uh don't even worry about anything else, because at the end of the day, it's your collection and it's about you, and who you share it with, and your buddies and your friends. And you don't have to like everything I show, but whatever. Maybe you just, even if you see something you've never seen, or you learn about something you didn't learn about. um I have a lot of, like, when I get into my storage unit and I get all my real collect, like the bulk of my collection. When I say the bulk, I mean about 150, 200 boxes. When I get all that out of storage, when I get my own place, then I'll do some shows. I'll go through like my art hardcovers, and I have some cool stuff just that I collected over the years. And it, I got a lot of content. But yeah, definitely. I don't know what's going on in Vegas, when there's going to be another one, Amy. But I'll definitely, if I'm going to any show, you'll hear about it. One thing I can tell you, I know there's a local shop. This is pretty cool. I have a pass because Clayton Crane is coming to a store, a local comic shop to me. And yeah, I mean, it's, when I say 200 bit array, I probably have 150 short boxes. I probably have another 10 to 20 magazine boxes. And then I probably have another 30 to 40 random boxes of books and hardcovers and graphic novels, stuff like that. I got a lot of stuff. I might have a problem. I don't know. It's not really a problem. I mean, let me put it to you this way. If I didn't buy another comic book, I'd probably have enough stuff to do a lot of auctions. I could do a lot of auctions if I never bought another comic book. Yeah, I think, I'm not sure what it costs. I have to find out, but I don't think it's very expensive. I ordered some books. I've ordered some books, and they're supposed to be here before the signing. I really hope they are, because I know if he has books, they're going to be really expensive there. But I'm pretty sure I should get my books, because I reached out and asked, and they said they should be shipping this week. So if they ship this week, it should be fine, because that's 15 days. And that should make it. Oh yeah, so just that Clayton Crane is going to be in a local comic store called Fandomverse on September 25th. It's actually a weekday. It's like a Wednesday, so I have to go there. Luckily, I told I one of the places I get books from regularly, and I talked to the owner, and he's like, "I'll give you a pass for later in the signing," so it's like I'm not going to miss anything by getting there late. Even if I get there, for the last hour, I'll be able to get some books signed. And then he told me that his assistant is like a CGC witness. So if I want to get anything slabbed, he'll do it. Yeah, I think he's going on a tour. He's hitting a bunch of comic shops throughout the country, which is cool. Yeah. I try to hit a lot. There's a lot of comic stores here in Vegas, and I try to give them all a little business. I like to support local comic stores because, I like the fact that they exist, and I want them to continue. I'm going to try and do some store tour videos to try and help support them too. I got this I ordered this thing, a gimbal to use to do some shots and stuff. I'm still learning how to use this. It's very I don't know, very, very out of my comfort zone, but whatever. I'm not afraid to try new things. Um, where are you at, Amy? Hey, K Titus, Konnichiwa, my friend. It's always nice to get your messages on Instagram and see you in my chat, K Titus. Thank you. Kansas City or Chicago? You should be able to get some good stuff in Chicago. I mean, you have C2E2. That's a pretty good show. Oh, Nebraska? Omaha. I don't know. I'm doing good. I think I'm pretty close to wrapping up. But yeah, that's so I have that signing to look forward to at the end of the month. I'm mostly excited that school's starting up again. It's going to be cool. And otherwise, major points. Okay, Crane's going to be in Kansas. That's cool. I hope he's making. It seems like he's making an effort to visit some different places, which is awesome. When can I bid on Thor book again? Probably Wednesday, Jim. Wednesday we can definitely. I'll have some Thor books. I still got to go through there's like 12 boxes that I got in the collection that I haven't really like pulled books from. There's some good books in there. I know there's a bunch of Thors, just different things that I've had, so that I've had for sale, so that's cool. And I pretty much I don't know if I'm going to sell it, but I have like the whole Thor run, like 337. I'm definitely not selling my 337. That's signed by Simonson, so I'm not going to sell that. And I probably want that run. Yeah, I want that run. I have some other Thors I would probably sell because I don't need to have everything. But some stuff is more important to me than others. And mostly it's based on honestly just my emotional connection to the story rather than the value. Because there's some Silver Age stuff I'll sell before, I'll never sell my GI Joes. That's what I started collecting. I still have the same. The issue 29 is the first comic I bought that I put in a bag and board, and I still have that same copy I bought when I was 8 years old. So I don't ever want to sell that comic book. I mean, that's my forever connection with my 8-year-old self. When I hold that book, it reminds me how I felt looking at that book for the first time. So my GI Joes have a special place in my heart. I can tell you something right now, Beta Ray, that would literally make you cry. When I was a kid, I had Journey into Mystery 85 to 125. I had the whole run except for 83 and 84. I bought it that way. But some things came up and I sold it at some point, and I didn't even get good money for it. I sold it so cheap. So dirt cheap. Oh, goodness. So when I think I had that first appearance of Loki, I mean, and it was not the worst condition. But c'est la vie. That is life. It's like with Venom, my Spider-Man 300. I have the copy I bought off the newsstand or off the rack at the comic store, and then I have another copy I picked up, which is a nicer minter copy. Honestly, I'd keep the lower grade one that I bought, and I'd sell the higher grade one because that again, it's a connection to my childhood. More than just, it's not just a book I had as a kid. It's the book I had as a kid. It's the book I read as a kid multiple times. So yeah, there's some spine ticks on it. But honestly, if I show you my book, one day I'll show you all my books from when I was in middle school, even though they have some spine ticks and they have some wear, I think they're in pretty darn good shape considering I bought them when I was 11, 12, 13 years old. And you know, yeah, I think that's a part of life. Sometimes you have to let go of things you love, and that's just the way it goes, and that in a way I think you learn. That's a good lesson to learn, because you learn to value what you have and what you're able to get. So I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to leave you with one thing, a little cliffhanger. I did win a big book on um, Comic Links auction. I'll have to show at some point. I'm not going to tell you what, but yeah, I won a big book on Comic Link. I'm pretty excited. It was one of those. Yesterday I said, I honestly, Amy, I just don't have any desire to get them slabbed. Um, I I'll if I want a book and it's slabbed, I'll buy it. It won't stop me from buying it. But books like that I like to look at and read, I don't want to get that slabbed because then I can't read it. Um, I don't know. It just does that the slabbing like in my maybe it's my okay, Jeff. Awesome. I'll hit you up tomorrow. Have a good night. Um, Maybe it's my arrogance as a collector, but I feel like look, if I put that book in a Mylar, with some good backing boards and it's supported, it's gonna stay just as nice as if it was slabbed. And honestly, I have it's easier to replace the bag and the board if I have it in a Mylar, which you really don't need to do because Mylar really doesn't degrade that much. I mean, the Library of Congress uses Mylar to store documents. Um, so I think, and sometimes when I buy a book, an older book, I like that it's graded, mostly by virtue of the fact that at least it tells me if um, it's been checked for restoration. Because there's nothing worse than buying a book thinking it's a VF book and then realizing it's got restoration and it's really a 3.5. So it's like that's just how I think about it. I mean, to me, and honestly, slabs are more a function of buying and selling the books. um it's that assurance that you know what you're getting. um you know so but yeah, okay, so we had some good conversation today. Anything else? One last chance before I say good night. We'll have some more Gorilla Todd goodness at a later time. Oh, one other thing while you're all still here. I got 11 of you. I know I keep saying I'm ending and I keep going. Um, if you saw, Meta and I did that show a couple Sundays ago with the artist Mia Bunn. I actually commissioned her to do a logo for me. So I'm gonna have a more official Gorilla Todd logo very soon. Very soon. Um, so stay tuned for that too. So a couple things to look forward to. But okay, Amy. Yeah, thanks. You have a good night too. Definitely. Everybody stay safe. Watch out if you're in the air in any of those areas that are getting bad weather. Definitely try to stay dry. Yeah, spay and neuter your pets. I'm a fan of the what do you call it? The giant wheel. I almost said big money, but that's the wrong show. Yep. So, okay, everybody, take care. Have a good night. I will see you next time.